Welcome to the bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. What is happening in Bungoma? And what is Kenya Kwanza? No. What is William Ruto's game plan in Bungoma? Total confusion. Double speak. No Kenya Kwanza position. Everyone is kicking the other. Khalwale and Didimas Baraza, Dan Wanyama, are really going head on each other. Didimas Baraza was actually in a very dramatic event, in an event that was in Webuye, was actually exposed and had to walk away from an event because Dan Wanyama exposed what, according to him, was a lie about the state of the Bungoma by-election race. I want to make a personal submission about Didimas Baraza. I believe that is one of the leaders that is very popular, and of course we had the privilege of following his campaigns here. We analyzed the campaigns in Bungoma. But he's also one person that is very crafty. You know, I know Kenyans have been looking at social media, and Kenyans are talking about, of course, this is a voice that should have been suppressed in the light of what happened that even led to the death of a gentleman there. But he's thrown himself again in the ring for that Bungoma by-election. He had to walk away. This is the point. And if you go, you can visit Parliament website and just find out who is the chairman of the Transport Committee and who is the chairman of the Sports and Culture Committee. Before you look for that, I want you to watch this video over here.
Mimi ni mbunge wa Kimilili, nilichaguliwa kwa tiketi ya UDA, na huyu Dan ambaye ako nyuma yangu huyu tulichaguliwa na yeye kwa chama moja. Lakini mimi niko na ruhusa ya Rais William Ruto ya kufanyia kampeni wafula wakoli wa chama ya Ford Kenya. Na nikizungumza hivi, mimi si tu mbunge ule wa kawaida. Mimi nasimamia kamati yenye inajenga barabara hii Kenya mzima kuanzia Mombasa mpaka kila pahali popote pale. Ndio Rais William Ruto apitishe bajeti ya kujenga barabara, viwanja vya ndege, lazima kwanza ipitie kwa mkono yangu, nipige sahihi, iende kwa bunge la kitaifa, tuambie baba ya Roma, put the question. Aweke swali ndio wale waweze kutumia ile pesa ambayo iko pale ndani. Kwa hiyo nazungumza from a point of authority kwamba mimi ni kwa mjumbe wa Kimilili, yuko nyuma ya wafula wakoli wa chama ya Ford Kenya, akuwe senator wa Bungoma tarehe 8 mwezi ambaye inakuja hii.
Omubugusuka bolalu ukhabona huye wako telulwala. And I want to tell my brother Didimas kwamba ni demokrasia ya kila mtu apigie debe yule mtu anataka. Lakini ukipiga debe kwa mtu mwingine, piga ukisema ukweli. And on the onset, I want it to be on the record that the only chairman of a committee in the National Assembly from Western Kenya is Dan Wanyama. Didimas is not any chair. Didimas is a vice chair. And therefore you cannot purport to usurp powers that you do not have.
Unajua wanasiasa wana mchezo sana jamani. And I think people at the grassroots need to be very careful. Dan Wanyama is saying that Didimas Baraza is not the chairman. Now, this is the official position. I can tell you. I have done my research and digged deep. Didimas Baraza is not the chairman of the Transport Committee, while Dan Wanyama is truly a chairman and is the chairman of Sports and Culture Committee, the ministry that belongs to Baraza. So Dan is saying the truth. On that note, I am tempted to be persuaded that Didimas Baraza was actually not saying the truth, was lying. And that lie should be a lie in totality. Even what he's saying there is being doubted. He's actually saying that William Ruto has given him a nod to campaign for Ford Kenya candidate in that by-election. So, elsewhere, the bullfighter, a man that I believe has pointed a vacuum somewhere and is trying to get relevance in the Western politics, Boni Khalwale, is offering Moses Wetangula character development. But I have a reservation. Moses Wetangula, people who follow the bold, I once said that Moses Wetangula was the real deal for William Ruto. But wait first. I wanted to listen to Khalwale.
What's wrong with Wetangula? Wetangula, ninakushtaki nyumbani, ni sisi wana UDA. Huyu Dani Wanyama ako hapa, sijui ameenda wapi. Dani Wanyama na Khalwale ndio tulihangaika asubuhi siku ya Wetangula kupigiwa kura awe spika. Sisi tulizungumza na wajumbe wa UDA 145. Ford Kenya iko na mheshimiwa John Chikati na wengine wanne, wote watano. Watu watano hawawezi kutengeneza kuwa speaker. Tukaleta 145 ndio Wetangula kawa speaker. Sasa tunaambia Wetangula.
At the heart of the last general elections, there is analysis I did in July, and people who had started subscribing to the bold by July will attest to this analysis. I said that William Ruto he never needed that Mudavadi. Mudavadi was a proxy. The real man that William Ruto brought in Kenya Kwanza with a tangible election deal with Moses Wetangula. My position on that was informed by a very heated conversation from Azimio wing that was led by Raila and Junet, that Wetangula was very close to Mudavadi, that Wetangula is very close to the chairman. So remember the conversation about the tender, ballot printing tender. And that analysis was confirmed in the ballot. Wetangula brought more votes to William Ruto than Mudavadi. In fact, Wetangula, if those votes were not, even though I also maintain that there could be, I normally don't believe the 225, he brought more votes to Kenya Kwanza than Mudavadi. So Ruto knew why he needed Wetangula. Then, what could be happening? Mudavadi, is it possible that William Ruto is sending Khalwale to campaign for UDA, Wambua, and at the same time he's also sending Didimas Baraza to campaign for Wafula Waholi, former Wetangula's PA? Is it possible? I want us to look at this issue very critically. Successfully, Mudavadi had been kept silent. The silence has been sponsored, while by a position of chief minister. And Ruto is shaping the Bungoma contest as UDA versus Ford Kenya. That narrative locks out the gentleman known as Wafula Wamunyinyi. That narrative confines the race as a Kenya Kwanza contest. The tragedy that William Ruto will want to avoid is a situation where that seat goes to Azimio. And he wants it to be a friendly fire, so that to the voters of Bungoma, their narrative is shaped that it's either the Ford Kenya candidate or the UDA candidate. And that is what has been sponsored. However, it's a very delicate strategy because voting patterns are different. How about Wakigawa votes, Wafula Wamunyinyi becomes the very big force and he gets it. My good friend Marion had challenged me that, Kevin, Bungoma gonna be a Kenya Kwanza. I don't know. I'm glad that, of course, I'll find time to at least go there during those by-elections. So Ruto is shaping that contest as a friendly fire between Kenya Kwanza. On that, it's actually a strategy to lock out Omuledi. Khalwale is being used in what is normally a wider plan by Charlene Ruto's father to lock out, to use the young politicians to deface the tribal kingpins, perceived tribal kingpins. Ruto knows very well that the interest of Khalwale is to become a governor in Kakamega. The interest of Khalwale is not to become a president. But what Wetangula and Mudavadi are might bear some presidential ambitions that can destabilize. So what he's doing, he's successfully sponsoring this friendly fire between Khalwale and Baraza and these young politicians, so that they can lock out the big boys. And the son of Mdamba is just sitting somewhere in the railways offices, looking at how the war is turning out, and he's not. It's very strategic. He's not saying anything. I think Bungoma by-election is visibly used by William Ruto to cement the Luhya pledge, to speak about the Luhya pledge. There are two voices from what Khalwale is saying and what Didimas Baraza is saying. Even though on the position of Didimas Baraza was sent by William Ruto, I'm strongly persuaded that I doubt that statement. But Khalwale is saying that Kenya Kwanza gave Wetangula Speaker of the Senate, and so that was given to the son of Luhya, and so Kenya Kwanza belongs to UDA. And what is the big objective? This obsession by UDA getting that seat. Remember, there is a heated conversation to fold all those Kenya Kwanza parties to form one party known as UDA. So if you're wondering why Ruto is interested in that Senate seat, is because he wants to form one party, and he wants all those small kiosks zivunjwe so that people join one party known as UDA. And that will be the position. That's why he's pushing. So that by-election is being used, and he has known very well that you can successfully use Khalwale's narrative to tell the people that what is happening here is that we did something. But on the other end, you're not getting the value for a stake. Bungoma is being used successfully to checkmate. Big question. What is the game plan for Musalia Mudavadi? Mudavadi is the target. Does he have ambitions? Does Mudavadi want to become a president? That is the question that is being answered, or that is being asked. Do Mudavadi have a stake, and what is his game plan? And it's upon him to respond and show that, okay, if he's going to throw himself, I am not saying he's going to campaign there, but it's a matter of wait and see. Do you, as you follow, and I want to get someone who is privy to the Bungoma politics, is it possible that Khalwale is being used to destabilize the two boys, Wetangula and Mudavadi? But would also this be a plan to kill Ford Kenya? Because Ford Kenya is customized to Bungoma. This is a party that at one point, maybe if Wetangula might have any gubernatorial ambitions, might use that party. Without them winning that Senate seat, I don't know that they have any other senator. Maybe they will not even be having senator, if I'm not wrong. That is my take. And it's a matter of wait and see. 8th is not far. I believe that I'll be in Bungoma early enough so that I really see myself how the drums will be beaten. That's my point.